Hello, everybody, and welcome to the adventures of the Works Masters. Here, no, the other channel, Starfinder. This is where we play Dungeons and Dragons, and we're even good at it sometimes. I remember last week we didn't play last week, but one week we they won a fight, just like that. Clap, or easy clap.
Never lost.
Never lost, never lost.
I'll clap.
But here we're back, kicking things off with the Tales of Revedia. Took a brief break last week due to a few partial things popping up, but here we are, full force. We have most of our cast here today. Our boy Sparks could not be joining us. Oh well, you did lose that. Yeah, you did lose that one time. There was the one time you did lose. But it's okay. Losing one time doesn't make you a loser, except in the eyes of most people. Starting from the left, let me orient it to you guys. Stage left, in the top left, we have our boy Kalis. You know, the big level barbarian who has a big ass stick and he will bludgeon the fuck out of you with it. Please don't test him because when he gets mad, weird shit happens.
It's like if you get the hammer in Smash Brothers.
Kinda, except the hammer has like Pikachu attached to the end of it.
Sometimes it does.
Below him, we have our wonderful Ranger Zelthar, who missed an attack last session, and I'm pretty proud of that. And hopefully, maybe he'll miss one more attack this session, so I don't have to bump the ACs up to 25. But that'd still make him pretty good chance to hit. To his right, we have our wonderful cleric Jungin, who definitely doesn't do anything weird, suspicious that the law should be worried about. Well, okay, maybe a few things. Don't ask who Gabriel is. It's just a really close friend, and he's alive. It's just he's just wearing a disguise. Hey, Rod, how you doing? And above the wonderful Jungin, we have Taryn, the rogue with, well, she doesn't have more belts than Kingdom Hearts characters, sadly, because that's not possible. But damn if she ain't got knives to make up for it. Our ever inquisitive rogue, who's known to fuck shit up and also fuck up rolls. I'm sorry, I had to.
Can't be any worse than last night. So bad.
I think you've come up with the perfect intro for Taryn.
Banished by the dice gods. But here we are, kicking off another session of the Dungeons and the Dragons. And just to give a brief recap of our last session, things took a route. As the party found themselves going deeper and deeper into the mountains of the Queen's Landing, and eventually making their way to the Dwarven City, which has a name, but I forgot it for the intro. They noticed something rather strange. There's this group of sort of mindless dwarves making their way towards the city, in which they sort of hung back, avoiding their sort of notice. But as those dwarves, or the Duragar to be precise, dark dwarves, came close to the gates of the city, they were immediately befallen by these large tentacle-like flying creatures, basically eyeballs with tentacles, which basically tore through the group, disintegrating some, leaving others sort of like in pulps. Pulps is a good word. Before quickly grabbing the belongings that those creatures seemed to have on them, and making their way up into tunnels up on the walls and sort of the ceiling of these caverns, in which the party decided to follow them into. And upon doing a little bit more investigation, they found out that these creatures were beholderkin. A beholder, as some of you may know, is a big-ass eyeball that's very angry and doesn't like magic. That's not his. No. So Star Wars is after this. In 20 minutes we play Star Wars. Lego Star Wars only, though. But in this cave, they found these strange markings, these sort of crude drawings, and one of them was a phrase. Oh, I regret naming it this. I can't say this with words. Xodlykolks rules. While the identity of Xodlykolk has not yet been found, they assume that, probably got something to do with the area around here. And that's about where we left off for the party. As if I remember correctly, you guys had just overheard the conversation between two Goths, which was or was not unintelligible. I think Jungum could understand it, actually. Because you understood
she was
deep speech.
there.
Was it deep speech?
Was I there? Because I don't think I was.
Yeah, I think that she was too far behind. But she does understand deep speech, which is what it was. And I don't actually know that we know the name of the city. I don't have it written down anywhere.
Oh, fuck.
No, we've not learned the name of this dwarven city.
The last one that I've got is the Gnome Village as the name.
I don't even remember the name of the Gnome Village either. Holy shit.
It was Ligenstone.
Oh, yeah.
Ligdenstone. Ligen
Sure.
or Bligden?
That's how you say it. I have no idea
I don't
how to
know.
even spell.
I realized something. I picked up a bunch of gold last time, but we didn't say how much gold I picked up. I can come back to you later about this.
We found a pile of like precious metals.
Oh.
We did.
Oh, okay.
I think it was like a couple pieces that were like 20 or 30 gold worth or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought.
Simdor.
I'll go check the vault. I thought I said like the specific like chunks are worth like some value, but I'll have to go back and check.
You can do this after the game or something like that.
I think we
I'll
just
make it
didn't like. We were like in a hurry to sneak and stuff, so we didn't like loot all of it because it was heavy.
Oh, maybe you.
I did. I have a bag of holding.
Fucking gremlin.
It's
I know
true.
that Sparks definitely took some also.
Alrighty. Why is there a boat? I thought there was an island. What the fuck is that?
So we were in the middle of a cave system,
No.
and the Goths were like, I believe they were like receding further into the cave system, fleeing from us.
Yeah,
There were
sorry, I just got distracted by the main page. But yes, there was two Goths conversing with each other. One of them sounded a bit angry with the other. And then that's when you saw them sort of split off, or not split off, but make their way to another area of the cave. Where is the map? There's so many. Oh, right. We couldn't use a map last session. I remember now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have a substitute map. Bum, bum, ba-da,
Roll 20 was being a bitch. Unsurprising.
I mean, it's in character.
It's true. It's consistent, at least.
Alright, I'll drag you guys over here. The grid is a little fucky. Don't mind it. We're just going to go with, like, the, not the grid on the map, but the one that's actually on roll 20. And, oh. Come on, Elijah, we can do it. And,
Recognize this map.
Have I used this before?
I think wasn't it the one we were in the rune steel?
Oh, no, I made the runesteel one. I got this one
Oh.
on the internet.
Maybe the colors are just the same.
Probably. But this is about the area where you guys saw the Goths like talking, and this is like, and it shows at the bottom right. That's like the main room, and where the question mark is the entrance.
Smart.
And the bottom, it's on here.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, I got 3 questions.
You get 4.
Okay, I actually have 1 question because I forgot to answer one of them.
Okay,
Where's
I'll
my
take the
skeletons at?
difference. You and your fucking skeletons, you bony nerd. Which I have all your skeletons on one map. I just copy paste from. I just don't remember which.
So you need to rename the map Skeletons, all caps.
How many do you have? 8?
10.
10?
Oh my god. I had lost track at like 4.
I tried to.
Yeah. Well, that's the number I have now. I have a lot more than 4.
Yeah,
Or 10.
there. Yeah, a lot more than 10.
Yeah.
Jeez.
If you have a D&D game where there's a lot of party characters,
There you go. You should have control of all of them as well.
and you're wondering how to play them, do you have to invoke mob rules?
I mean, I've had parties that I've wanted to use mob rules for sometimes.
But we cannot have mod rule.
Is ours one of them?
No, you're all good. Well,
Yes,
some
it
of
is.
y'all.
Uh-oh.
I don't name names. That way everyone thinks it's them.
So,
In fact, I lied from the beginning.
so this southern like offshoot chamber, 12, is that a place you've been before, or is that the place we haven't explored yet?
That's the gold room, for the sake of it being a new map, because this one is way better than that other one. Everyone's the correct size. Sparks is having an off day.
Present.
We tiny.
Yeah, it's a big area.
Yeah.
What do we see up the northern channel?
Up the northern area, what's it called? It seems to sort of tighten quite a bit going up here, and there is like one like sort of small fork, and you don't hear anything coming from that direction, but it does seem that is like another sort of place that's it's not traveled at the moment, but it may be at some points. You know, it seems to be it's a substantial area. That's what I'm looking for.
Which tunnel do you all think we should take? Should we follow directly after them, or seek another angle?
We're not gonna fight them. I'm totally down with not fighting them.
Well,
I prefer not doing it.
there's 2 of them, and I'm not particularly keen on that.
Yeah. We should go north.
I don't like turning our backs to them, though. It makes me nervous.
We could
So-
always have one person in the back steer that direction, though. Just in case.
Are you volunteering?
I can. I don't mind.
For the record, I believe you still had passed that a trace up at the end of last session?
Yeah, I do.
Because
I
we
think-
were sneaking around.
Yeah, and then at that point, Rowland just go on with your friends. I'll be more than fine back here.
Alright.
Assuming 30 feet away from Sparks.
35.
At least.
Like it's like we have like a stiff collar. It's like a like a prong to like hold them back that distance.
It's one of those like extendable forks, but like
You know, just to be safe. Just to be safe.
all right.
So
At
I'm
Are
that
we,
point, you do hear a bit more commotion as the voices start to fade away to the northern sections of the cavern. It seems the 2 Goths are making their way out of here.
I'm going to sneak.
are we heading north then?
Which north? There's 2 norths.
Ooh.
Up
I'd like
here,
to head-
directly above us,
Okay, just making sure.
Oh, is that the way
or
we're
are we
going?
going this way? I don't know. I'm
I was
asking.
gonna
I thought we were
sneak
going.
after them. Zelthar, what do you think?
Did you say sneak after them? I think we should stick to the original path. They could be leading us into a trap.
Original path being following them, or
The original path being going north into the skinny tunnel.
up here?
Yes.
I see. Well, let's go then. And
Okay.
I mean, tell me if you want to stop, but I'm gonna remain within whatever the distances of Zelfire, as I advance.
All right. Sounds good.
Is Patch the Trace still up?
I presume so.
Yeah.
I have a 40 then.
Oh,
I'm still gonna go behind you guys. If it's
where'd
okay.
Karen go? I can't find her.
Literally 2
Completely
feet away
gone.
from you. So as you begin moving forward, Kayla, sort of taking head of this sort of venture into these northern tunnels, you're immediately hit with this sort of like putrid smell, almost like that of like spoiled like milk and eggs coming from the area up ahead, seemingly on both the leftmost and like rightmost sides of this fork. But it's definitely this sort of like you have to almost like stop yourself from gagging at the smell of it.
Like it's
Because
rotting.
uh yeah, like as if something has been like long since spoiled.
Hmm.
And go ahead and give me a perception check.
Herbalism kit.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, I must have misclicked.
It's fine. It's fine.
blame roll 20.
So, as you find yourself sort of like not overwhelmed with this smell, but definitely it's motherfucker. Do you mind? I'm working here.
PETA would not think kindly of those words he said to that
Yeah,
taco.
well, Peter wouldn't think kindly of a lot of shit. I would say. Uh, not calling my dog Zer. But you hear this sort of like just sort of faintly coming from further up the left side, which you can see from your current position. Sort of also has these two sort of splits off into it's sort of like snarling type sound, like sort of like gnashing, like snarling. It's very very like almost like rabbit type noises.
Um, so do we want to poke that bear, or perhaps more accurately, a bunch of very small, very angry bears?
I think we should head the other path, based on what I can hear.
Right.
No.
So we're heading this way then? To the northeast?
Is this way?
No, I think he's talking about
Oh, up here.
towards on the in this top right area, or not
Oh.
top, more top right.
Yeah, I think
This
that would be
way.
wise.
That way.
This way is like rabbit noises, I believe.
Yeah.
So as you find yourself making your way over here, there seems to be these various offshoots of these sort of like smaller, like carved out rooms, all of which seem to be empty except for in one of which you see sort of like nestled up in like this hammock type object. This sort of like limp and like eyelids shut sort of spectator. Just sort of lying there, seemingly asleep, as it's occasionally like as it's sort of like limbs are limp. There is one that sort of brings its head up and like lazily looks around, but doesn't seem to catch notice of any of you all.
What should we do about this one?
You know what to do, Taryn.
Maybe right in here. Oh, close enough. What the fuck is happening? It's like I live in an apartment again.
Someone's running
So,
through like plastic shelving.
yeah, they should be standing above carpet where I am. I don't know how the fuck that's even possible. Okay. So
They
what do you want to
tied tin
do?
cans, strings of tin cans to their ankles, and they're running back and forth.
I'm gonna go and stab this thing. I'm gonna go assassinate.
Oh yeah, you're an assassin rogue. That's how they work. You can assassinate things.
Yeah.
So as you silently creep your way into, like almost moving like a fucking like one of the shadows along this cave, which is really apt considering there's no light here. Because you got a fucking 40. You find yourself moving right up next to the creature. Knife poised. How does your I know as a assassin rogue you get like special like it's like special saucy shit for assassinating things, but like is that
Advantage on attack rolls against any creature that has not taken a turn during combat yet, and you score any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit.
all right?
I think
So
that actually doesn't give you anything because you'd already have a crit because it's unconscious and you're within 5 feet.
I mean, it would be surprised, so critical hit.
yeah, I was just curious. I
Yeah.
think they have like at least I don't know what level it is, but they have like some like fuck you ability, which like if they're asleep, they just have a chance to be fucking dead. Or like something like that. I might. Oh no, that's at level 17.
It's like,
If they're
yeah.
surprised, they.
We're not quite there yet.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and give me your attack roll. All you have to do is not roll double ones.
Come on, roll 20. So it is advantage. I rolled twice. 1, 2.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, you don't even have to roll for the second one because it crits either way.
Yeah.
So what's your
Attack damage?
your sneak attack is like what now? 46,
5.
46?
5d6.
It's dead.
Yes, 5d6.
you can roll.
Oh,
if you
I want to
want,
roll it.
Roll it. You roll it
I
if you want.
do.
I think your sneak attack is 11d5. Carry the 2.
So 12
Oh, that's
plus
shitty.
30 plus 7 plus 4. So 42. Fucking poof. As you watch as you see Terrence Lake creep up next to this thing and sort of bracing it as it's swinging back and forth its hammer with one hand lightly. You watch the dagger plunges into it and there's just sort of like splurting sound as it deflates like a balloon. And this sort of like grayish green ooze just spills from this small hammock like thing.
Oh, delightful. I'm going to rejoin my fellows. I think more accurately what they would see was probably like just a shadow fall over it and then it just deflates. And then Terrence by them again.
pretty apt description. And as you find yourself moving further and further up the course, the other sort of like cell or like holding areas seem to be relatively clear. However, on this room to your left, you know something pretty peculiar. This seems to be one of the areas where that sort of putrid smell was coming from. As you see, lined against the walls of this area is sort of these storage bins of food and other supplies that have been long since rancid. But the most like concerning part of which is, as you see, like in the center of the room is this small, almost like the size of like a brazier. But as opposed to like being used for flames or something of that matter, you see what seems to be these group of like almost like tadpole like creatures, so all sort of just swimming about in this large pool of this it's like a grayish green water. Water's a strong word.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, dude. Oh, no.
Wait, you
It's
gonna
like an
take out
open, like, basin.
Yeah, it's like a big basin.
Can we like
Mhm.
turn it over? Should we turn it over?
Oh my god. Okay.
These are.
So you're just dumping it out?
Is that what we want to do?
Not me. I'm just wondering if that's what you meant by turn it over.
Yeah, I meant like, should we?
Oh,
Like-
like
Remember the
What are
last
these
time we let something-
things?
or threw something out?
I'm sorry, Ethan. What do you say? Your camera's frozen and you roboted.
That's-
Oh no, you're just really still.
Oh.
Wait,
Alright,
no, there's just a
remember last
lot
time
of
we
delay.
threw some strange lookout out? Oh. I don't know how to fix that.
know.
But
It's
last
okay
time
now.
we threw something out, it turned out being some sort of like hostage.
Feels like a guy turned into worms in a jar or something.
Yeah, that thing.
I remember
If
that.
I just
Does
don't throw it out.
Does anybody know what these things are?
Would any of us
Do
be able to
an
know?
Arcana check.
I would say who
If
be
that's-
the more lore? I'd say either what's it called? Jungum or Tarrant give me either a history or an Arcana check. Maybe whatever you
The
feel
same,
more suited.
so it doesn't matter.
17.
Literally,
We be vibing.
Ah,
So, okay, hey, that's pretty good. As you find yourself sort of like inspecting this, like sort of like this small like a puddle. Well, you've never seen any such things in person before, but you have been made vaguely aware of, being in this line of work. Like, you probably heard stories occasionally from folks around the Bronze Flame about the crazy shit they've run into. And of the Beholder kin, there are several different types, have you seen. You've already encountered the Goth and the Spectator, but this seems to be the sort of like, what's the word? Like a very like early stage of something what's called like a gazer. Usually brought on by like a physical, like the physical manifestation of like a beholder's like thoughts or emotions, and it seems like they've been sort of gathered and pooled here while they're in like their like larva like stage.
Hey, Kalis,
yes.
do you still have that javelin?
Sparks did retrieve it from the bridge.
Yes, but it's already been used today, if that's what you mean. I can't call on its lightning until the new dawn.
Does anybody else have anything shocking?
I have my lightning arrow, but it's a really high level spell, and I kind of want to save it for something more important.
Fair. Well,
I can make a light.
you could what?
I can make light.
Well, no. I want to shock the water to kill these things.
I don't think we should kill them.
Why not?
Why should we kill it?
They're beholderkin.
Why they kill all the beholders? They seem like they're perfectly nice guys.
Do you not remember what they did to the Duragar?
Well, I don't think there's a real reason to kill someone. It's kind of a stickly slope when you start killing people all willy-nilly. Not all beholders
Yes.
are bad.
We're killing them, Jurgen, because they were killing random people willy-nilly.
Killing strategically.
It's like in the Moving Wilds. We would have to when a tree fell sick, we would excise it and either burn it or inter it back into the earth to
Let me
foster
ask Gabriel what he thinks.
foster the health of the forest.
Let me like rattle some bones or some shit. The fuck am I supposed to do here?
I don't have any bones handy. I'm sorry. I've got a crocodile's
I mean, I have
head.
some, but they're all in use right now. Like, that was a good one. That was.
Gabriel
was a
says
good
we should
one.
kill them. So I guess that's what we should do. You could just like bury them because it's in liquid, right?
I mean, yeah, they're all in like a liquid.
We
That's
could
what I
leave
was
them
thinking.
for now and return to deal with them when we're done here. If we've not the means at the moment.
Well, I mean, how many are there in the bowl? A lot.
Yeah, it's like there's like a pool full of tadpoles.
Oh Jesus, that's a lot. I don't.
That's what I'm worried about.
What do I know from that role, I guess, about the stages of a beholder? Like, how long does it take for them to go from this little form to something more unpleasant?
It's not an instant process, so it'd probably be a period of around. You would know it'd be like maybe like a few weeks, but you probably wouldn't know much more outside of that.
Something I'm curious about is these tadpoles. Are they like all sorted to the same type? Because of like the way beholders are made, like are they like diverse and are they all unique?
No, they actually have a pretty like wide like variation in the way they look. They don't like so they look like they still have that like sort of basic formation of what a gazer is, which is like they're like the four pronged ones, like a spectator but smaller. As with their tadpole form, but they're come in like these various shades. Some like very like almost like bioluminescent, like shades of like blues and greens. Other very like bright reds, whites. It's in a different context. It could almost be considered pretty. In a very different context.
That's amazingly awful.
At this point,
In any case,
good.
oh good.
Kurgath sort of looks at it. What do you think would happen if you ate one?
I don't think it would taste particularly good.
Koruth? No.
It's just a question.
I mean, if you want to
No.
try.
No one's trying. This would be a bad idea.
Would I know if they could survive outside of the liquid that they're in?
I would say you probably would not be able to tell that much.
Okay.
It's a bit of a beholder larva, or a bit of a niche subject,
Okay.
or a gazer, I should say.
Fair.
Why don't we just continue exploring to see if we can find any more active threats, and then maybe we could find a solution for this place when we're done, or at the least we could just run back through here and toss a torch into the bowl.
They're not any active threat right now. A couple weeks, different story, but
Indeed.
continue down this tunnel.
Alrighty. And as you guys continue making your way on forward and forward, it seems that like the leftmost path at some point reconverged with this one. And to the left, coming from the areas you guys had sort of made your way past, at this point the rest of you can hear that sort of like snarling, like gurgling sound, almost like that of like a rabid beast, coming from that sort of left side of the tunnels you guys have not looked over. Oh, good luck.
Oh, are
Ethan.
you sneaking, Taryn? Hmm?
Yes, I am sneaking. I am still sneaking.
Okay.
Right, well, you have to roll again because you attacked the guy
Oh,
I completely
and
forgot
blew
about
him
that
up.
shit.
37.
Still very good. Nice.
Rogues are bullshit.
Not worried about you re-rolling, really.
More curious than anything else.
Just how undetectable am I? Really more the question.
Did you just get rid of other people's dark vision? Like, I feel like after a certain point of like stealth, like you just can't like say shit to describe it. It doesn't just break the fourth wall. Like you just leave the table. I don't know what else to say at that point.
You've lost your companion. All you see are shadows.
But you see two ways ahead of you. One is this sort of cut off to the right, which seems to lead to this sort of like larger area. And the other one, and to the left, is the area where it seems to be more of those sort of rancid and putrid smells were emanating from, as well as those strange noises.
Further down this way.
Could we look into this area in the upper right without, like, revealing ourselves?
Yeah, you can try.
I just wanted to get an idea of what's there.
So, looking about in this room, you see something a bit different. So the floor of this room, or like the floors of this room themselves, are pretty barren. There's nothing else here except the occasional bits of maybe goop or slime or moss that normally find themselves. Well, not normally, at least when cases of goop and slime, but that normally find themselves in one of these like sort of caverns. But in large sort of sections of this wall seem to be scorched out of like small maps, as well as phrases in a language you don't quite understand. However,
So when you say scorched out sections of maps,
yeah, so like basically like someone had like almost like cave drawings, like caveman like drawings of like maps, as it seems the beholders had created them themselves, but they don't exactly use pencils.
right, so they're like relief maps. They're like 3D.
Yeah, kind of. And you see a few strange symbols on here. One you recognize, it's well, you don't like you intuitively you assume it must be some sort of beholder like creature. It's this circle with these multiple lines extending out of it. And on the other side, you see something, a similar shaped object. However, it seems like all of like the lines slash tentacles of it go downwards instead of all around the sphere.
And what is before me this way?
So, due to being superbly stealthy, you notice a few things. One of which, as you begin making your way moving forward, you're able to sort of peek into this cavern area over here. And in it, you see a almost nauseating sight. As you see one of the spectators, but a bit larger, and it appears to just like it seems to be like this almost like slightly like bloated and like almost pudgy mess as it's just ransacking through these various supplies and just eating everything in sight. And you watch as what's it called? Beams from its eyes sort of point towards objects as they begin floating towards its mouth, as it just sort of begins like munching on more and more.
How far away is it from me?
It'd be about like right there in like the cave. Is it sort of just in front of all these like boxes and crates?
Is it turned away from me?
Yes. It could not give a. It is not even. You could probably like poke it in its ass, it wouldn't even notice. Doesn't have one, but
I want to assassinate this one too.
so like it's
Or at
time
least-
for an attack roll.
At least
Question mark?
attempt to. I'll throw my dagger. I'm not gonna creep up to it
All right, go
I'll
for it.
because it's within 20 feet, so I'm good.
Yep.
1 and 2.
Oh yeah, you hit that shit.
56.
So what's that? 46, 53, 57 total? Because your sneak attack is 5d6, that's 30. You got 46. 46 plus 7, 53 plus another 4 from the d4.
57, yeah.
Yeah, big oof. As sort of there's only the slight whirring in the wind that's almost imperceptible to all of you guys. And then followed by a large sort of like wet slapping sound as the creature sort of just like goes limp in air and just sort of like plops, and you watch as like this pile of mush sort of is standing there and sort of like limp there on the ground, a bit of food still spilling out of its mouth. The creature is dead and then some.
Join my fellows again. And reroll stealth. $37 again.
Damn low roll in there, only a 37. Okie doke. So are you going to
Pass out trays. Clutch.
So you're going to continue to check the other caverns or the other like two or area or side areas? The cave around you seemed to fall silent after that, but you could still look if you wanted to.
Is that a dead end chamber, or is there like another exit from there?
This is it seems to be this. Most of this area actually just seems to be like supply rooms and things like that.
So we've
Yeah,
got.
I guess this is all like places that are like mined out with the beams.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got either go back this way or check out what's over here.
Excuse me.
Pretty much. I could go either way.
I feel like we're committed to going this direction.
Actually, do these tunnels lead anywhere? These smaller tunnels?
These ones just led to more supply rooms filled with various goods. Most of them seem to be pretty sort of rancid and old. Whatever has been brought into here has not been fresh for a long time. And I reveal the other one as well.
I gotcha.
Do we keep investigating cavern number 9?
Hey, these are numbered. Cool.
Yeah.
Today I
Just
learned.
We
for
should probably investigate this tavern number 9.
yeah. Just for like kicks, could I try and like look for any secret crevices or trapdoors or anything?
You can always do that. Go ahead and give me
Beholder trapdoors.
Go
You
ahead and give me
know,
an investigation check.
the things that exist.
Ooh, I want to help.
Go for it. Hit me with that advantage.
Why don't you just do it, Jugger? You're smart, right?
I should be doing the investigation shit.
Okay, I'll roll. It's not gonna be.
Good job, Ethan.
Oh,
Hey, that's pretty solid. 18.
yeah.
As you find yourself, as your party sort of begin to make their way ahead, just sort of taking one last look over things, making sure there's nothing you could have missed, as you have to have your mouth slightly covered as you're looking through the sort of sort of using your sticks, or not stick, using your father figure to sort of shift through the sort of rancid meats and other sorts of things. You see, sort of tucked up underneath behind one of the crates, is a small sack. And as you, pull it out from behind that area and reach your hand in, it seems to be empty. But your hand seems to continue to go into it.
I'm gonna go back into like a clear area that's no rancid food, no tadpoles, and I'm gonna and contained. So I'm gonna turn the sack out.
So, indeed, you can do that. So, as you do so, as this always happens, when you turn a bag of holding inside out, the insides become outsides. And the first thing you see is this sort of, which almost echoes in the caves around you, is the sound of a small shower of coins. As it seems to be...
Rats, didn't think that one through.
As
Shower coins.
It's
here?
Yeah. You don't want to shower from these coins. No, that's not the fun kind. It seems to be around, just for the sake of it, so you don't have to ask me later, about 50 platinum and 350 gold pieces. To do with as thou wilt when you get the time. And sort of in the middle of that pile, you see this strange looking jug, almost like a tea kettle with maybe about 6 to 10 different spouts all lined up on it, and almost in like the shape of like a beholder, sort of stylized like it. And what's it called? Who the fuck? Oh, that was my phone. And on sort of the back of it, you see in a language you cannot understand this sort of like almost like graffiti-like text. It seems to be in deep speech.
Huh. Is there anything inside the jug if I open it?
Let me check exactly how this works. So just
Is this a jar of endless mayonnaise?
No, God, no. Well, kinda. Maybe. And other things.
Holder mayonnaise? No, forget I said that.
No. But you do hear
Terrible.
you do hear like the sloshing sound coming from inside of it.
Huh. Well, I'll very sadly put everything back in the bag. Yeah.
Can we hear if anything is coming this way from that clattering noise?
Give me a perception check.
Oh God. Why do I have such shitty perception? Not that bad.
I could assist you, actually. If you want to roll again, because I'm perceptive.
Probably will not be better.
It's persuasion.
Oh no, that's persuasion. I hit the wrong one. Sorry.
You can keep the roll, I guess.
Oh.
If you think about it, all rolls are persuasion rolls on the DM.
We'll do the 15 just because I rolled it again.
Okay. So, as you
One better.
sort of quietly listen out to the area, hoping for some sort of sign as to whether or not you've been detected, a few moments go by, and you hear this sort of light thumping sound. And then a few more moments of silence pass by. And what's it called? Jungum, you would be the save cam. This motherfucker. He can hear me. It's fine. And Jungum, you would hear a voice sort of whisper from the tunnel. behind you. Keep it down. They sent a friend, but I took care of it. The small one. And as he sort of clambers back over to his position. If he doesn't have his headset on, I'm gonna flame him.
I do have my headset on.
Okay, you're good.
But my mic, the audio's going through my speakers, so I didn't hear what you said.
So, you bitch. Smile and wave. From behind you, you heard like this, like sort of small, like thud sound, and then Rollin crept up a bit through the caves and said, "Keep it down up there. We already had one visitor. It's taken care of for now, but don't know how many more we can have coming through here."
I'm gonna let my team know that because I'm assuming they don't hear that, but
yeah, he said it to you because you're the closest person to him. So
yeah, I'm well aware.
Kayla's a little bit of a
Tensely
side
leaning
eye.
back, so literally the loudest person here.
Just clunk, 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 and the fucking
That's
jingles
funny.
and
I'm
jangles.
skeleton acquired
Beautiful. I love it.
Kayla, I think you're muted.
Next time, I think we should have the skeletons open the bags full of coins so that the kind of this rings off of all their bones, trickles like pachinkos down through the skeletons.
Yeah.
Go.
Good idea. That's actually a good idea.
I know what we're playing afterwards.
Yeah, and Jungam, as you see, Kalos up there, as he's sort of beginning to put money back into this this small sack with this almost like fucked up looking water jug at his side. Oh, you would recognize, actually, if you were to be close enough to read it, you would be able to recognize what it says because it is in deep speech. And on the back of it, it just says, "The good stuff."
The good stuff. Ooh. I see you found the good stuff, Kalis.
Did we find stoner beholders? I feel like the answer is yes.
No, I have no comment.
I think the answer is definitely yes.
It's not a bong. It's not a bong.
You see some sort of like
This is the real skunky shit.
apparatus that has water in one end and some sort of plant in the other end.
It's got like 6
Yeah,
to 10
definitely.
spouts off of it. It's communal.
It's like the eyeball stalks or like the spouts and stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Pretty much. I'm not sure what I found, honestly. There was some money, and there was one of your bags struck in, and this was in it.
We heard.
Well,
Cool.
I didn't know it was in it. I didn't know to take it out.
We can. Let's. I say let's deal with
Yeah.
all of this first, and then we can figure it out later.
Yeah. Let's I don't know. Maybe after we take a long rest, we can just divvy up whatever is here.
Okie doke.
Shall we continue going north?
Oh, by the way, Rollin had to kill one of those beholders behind us.
The small ones, yeah.
A small one.
To know.
So we saw 2 earlier, so there might be 1 left.
There were 2 small goths, 1 slightly larger goth, and 2 spectators. And I saw two more goth, or were they spectators that I killed?
You killed spectators.
I killed 2 more spectators.
Goths are the big ones.
I'll follow your lead, Taryn. whichever our heading is.
Into this guy.
Okay. So,
I feel like we're committed to investigating this through.
let me join and rejoin call real quick, because I think my Discord's
Yeah,
lagging
we
the fuck
probably
out.
should just keep going this way.
Yeah. I'm just gonna leave and rejoin, because for some reason, like, everyone is, like, delayed, like, a few seconds, their video and their audio.
Hmm.
So,
Oh.
Alright, so DM's gone, we get a free-for-all.
Alright, who died?
No, you
Everybody
were making
died, we're all
fun of
dead.
how ugly you look.
But that's not true. I'm sorry, my ego's too big for that to work. Let me just, there we go. Alright, we should be all good now. Yes, that didn't happen, folks at home. You're just seeing things. That's because you need to... I don't fucking know. I didn't have a punchline for this joke. So as you guys are
That was a
making...
joke?
Many things I say are. Just none of them are funny.
We never joke. Very serious.
Serious D&D. Real D&D.
Super serial.
Serious reply.
So as thou heads into the room with the caveman wall map, who's all going in? Who's staying behind? Because I know some of you are a bit scattered.
Well, I'm by
I'm following.
myself right now.
I'm doing the 30 feet thing.
Yeah. So at least those two are coming with me.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be like, from Zelthar, I'm gonna like be right here.
Okay. Well, Zelthar's going in the room, I think. But
So then I'll be like right out the room. Let's do this. I'll be like waiting out here.
So marked along the walls of this room, as you can see, it seems to be possibly the map of like the city, or a city at the very least. And sort of carved out on it are these sort of like circular areas, or like portions of the city cut off from the others. And on the left side of this map, as I said before, there is this sort of like circular like symbol, similar to that the beholders are using for themselves. However, the tentacles are facing downwards, as opposed to like sort of spreading out from the center.
Can I take the time to copy this map down?
Yeah, you can definitely do so. And there seems to also be like these sort of like inscribings or like phrases upon like the walls of the room, but and it is unintelligible for those who do not know the speech of the deeps.
Those who do not roll in the deep, one might say. Thank you, Ethan. Somebody got it.
Oh no, I got it.
Just chose to ignore it. Okay, good.
No, I often think that we could have had it all.
We could have had it all. But you played it.
I fucking forget the lyrics of that song.
I know, I had to think of it again, too.
You played it to the beat or something? I don't know.
I don't know, I'd have to look it up.
Okie dokie. So as Taryn takes a minute to transcribe the map on her wall into her notes, what are the rest of you all doing? You just big chilling in the meantime?
Patiently waiting for someone to tell me I can join up with them.
Enjoy
Oh,
this.
poor little Ethan.
You don't have to lag behind. I'm gonna copy down the deep speech too, like as best as I can, without knowing it. Just
Yeah, just
for
copy down the text.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely able to do so, given that you got there at least seems to be a few minutes of silence, as there doesn't seem to be anything of urgency happening around you all. Gorgoth is kind of just standing there, like axe at his side, really confused. He's sort of like tracing out the map, and he's sort of like, I suppose this is the city, but I don't know what all this other stuff is. That's not like how the districts are marked. It must be some newfangled thing. Maybe when they changed stuff up, or changed stuff up.
well, these Beholderkins seem to be running quite amok in the city, so this might be some of their changes. Or something.
Yeah, could be. It seem a little off kilter.
Yeah.
Just a tinge, you know. They're probably. Yeah, no, they're fucking crazy. I don't got nothing. Just kill those fucking.
Do you have a
cannibals.
map? Ooh, I can read the map, right?
Yeah, you could
Can I
actually.
read the text?
So,
Mhm.
Can I translate it for her?
Oh, you could definitely do so, actually. So, the first thing you notice as you're sort of translating is it doesn't seem to be like the text doesn't exactly seem to be a legend for a map. Um, as you're sort of reading about this, the first thing that becomes apparent to you is that it seems more like sort of like battle plans than anything else. Like as they're talking about like attacks on districts 3 through 5, you see text about getting rid of the thralls to cut off any links from the city or any supplies from the city, and then just starving them out. And what's it called? And this under this the symbol of that other or the at least the writing under that other symbol seemed to be something referred to as the Skull Eater. And they were apparently like
Scully?
Skull Eater. At least that's what they were calling it. And they were talking. Apparently, it seems that it also has some controlling stake in this city to some degree.
I want to ask. I've got his name. The dwarf that's with us about the Skull Eater.
Skull Eater, I don't know. I've never met a dwarf that ate skulls. I met some that cracked them. But that's about a new name to me as it is to you. At least no one in the mountains. At least no one that's lived in the mountains the last couple of decades has been called Skull Eater. Unless they came from below, that's possible.
I'm like, maybe it's someone who's just very influential here?
It's not a family name of any dwarf clans. Maybe it's a nickname they gave him. That seems a weird. I didn't know that. I don't think they had skulls to be eaten. He sort of like gestures back towards where the other beholders were killed. But hell, what do I know? They had teeth. I guess it works out.
Well,
Okay.
if their name is true, then they're an adversary because there should be no violence among the denizens of civilization.
But the symbol is written under looks like a beholder, just in a different position.
Yeah, it looks.
Maybe.
It looks sort of similar. So it's like circular, except as I said, the lines are going straight downwards.
So maybe
For you,
it's-
Elijah.
Oh, for Elijah.
Do you have a hand-drawn version of this map?
Hand-drawn version of the map? No, but this map I actually will have next session because I'm excited for this.
Nice.
Maybe it's another beholder or beholderkin that is associated with this group or opposed to this group or something.
Could be. They're all a little fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I don't get what that whole thing about. You say thralls looking at Jungam? Like, what's that word mean? Isn't that like minion? So is that more of those fucking little guys?
Not necessarily. I believe a thrall. It's like a undead, correct?
A strange goblinoid creature rounds the corner. Banana. Sorry. I'm sorry. I've brought this pox upon our D&D game.
It's okay. At least it's not Dingus. Whatever the fuck that thing is that's been appearing.
I don't know what either of you are talking about, so I'm fine.
I wish I could say the same. Um, I'm sorry, Ethan. What was your question? Because you said something, but I heard you and then I listened to it, and then instead of responding, I just forgot everything you said.
I did not ask a question.
Okay, you did not. Thank you then.
I
Wait, is there anything else in this room?
It just seems to be the sort of drawings and carvings upon this wall.
You're down this and over here.
So as you sort of peer around the bend, the tunnel seems to lead out into this pretty large straightaway, which opens up into this absolutely massive room ahead of you.
Wait, before we go much further, like, should we rest here or should we keep going?
I think we'd have to leave this place if we wanted to rest.
Rest while
Fair.
enemies are nearby.
Because they keep sending guys at us, remember? So even if we did rest, we'd just rest for like an hour and then they'd ambush us and then we'd not be resting anymore.
Okay. Just wanted to ask just in case.
So actually, that is as we get into this, what's it called? As you sort of peer into this next area, suddenly the silence is broken by these very large or very loud sort of garble. It's like a mix, but it's like if someone was like trying to like sing Scatman while gargling Listerine. And it seems to be happening from two different creatures, which Jungum you can make out very clearly. And before we get to their conversation, that's where we'll take a brief 5-minute break. We'll be back. You know, maybe we might not be back. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? You know?
Rude.
I didn't bring up the transition screen. So yeah, get wrecked. We'll be back or not. Okay. hello there. We're back, as I said we would, might be. Here we are, kicking things back off. Before our break, our party heard these very peculiar voices coming from this large chamber up ahead. And now, with, with translator in tow, it's only a matter of whether or not they can actually understand what's being said this time. So, as these sort of loud and garbled voices are yelling out to each other, Ethan, you'd be the one able to understand this. At first, it sounds like this very intense arguing, and you realize that, oh god, no, I'm gonna have to say their names. Because I shouldn't have gave these creatures names.
You could have given them better names.
No. We only have authentic beholder names.
Alright, I started spelling them. So I have an X, and then so tell me the rest of it.
So, well, this one, so...
Jabulba?
Close. Jirolka. And Exosh. It's like...
Yeah, there it is.
We're calling him Josh, actually. We're going with Josh.
There's one of them. Kosh?
We're just calling him Josh.
What was the other one? Didn't come. Oh, it's being typed. Okay.
Yeah, Zero...
Jabulba is a fountain reference. Go watch it.
Oh, it's a
good
Q.
movie.
Interesting.
So,
Jirokpa.
these creatures seem to be yelling back and forth about, like, we need to just... So, oh god. So, we need to just take this fight to them because they ain't about sick of Goldilocks is old.
Yes, it is.
Because we need to just take this fight to that damn brain eater. I'm getting sick and tired of waiting here and picking off his little minions because Xodlykolks wants to be a pussy about all this. I'm telling you, Josh, we need to go get him and just like, shut up, you don't know shit. This is why he's gonna he's gonna fry you and I'm gonna have to sweep up your dust, dumbass.
I'm glad to know that the amorphous floating blobs are still misogynists. That consistency sort of heartens me.
It's like,
Oh, they might be my favorite.
Xodlykolks ain't gonna do nothing. I'm saying we could go take him right now. What's he gonna do? He will be gone by the time. It's like, do you realize what the hell that thing is? Do I need to point out to you what it did to the other person's brain? It's a pile of mush, and it crawled out of, and the other thing crawled out of its head. I think we need to not just do what the boss says. Like, yeah, I'm getting sick and tired of this, This boss, man, all he does is he talks about, knowing what's going on. You think everyone's going to betray him for some reason. Well, maybe if he wasn't so stupid, we wouldn't have to think about betraying him. And, what's it called? Well, maybe you should just not. Maybe that's just a bad idea in general. Maybe we should not do that at all. Maybe we should be talking about how great the boss is. And we should really, just, admire his greatness and just all that. And you hear, fuck that. And you hear, like, a large, like, from, like, you hear, like, fuck that, he's kind of a prick anyway. It's like, no. And then you see, like, sort of this flash of, like, green light appear from the entirety of the cave. And the sound, you don't necessarily hear it, but you see the sort of small, like, sort of cloud of dust start to float in your guys' direction. Well, I tried. And you hear a deep voice come from somewhere in the cave. Tried as you might. Seemed he didn't wisen up. And it seems that some new figure has sort of entered the fray here. Remember what I said? We'll take him when it's time. I can't be bothered to deal with traitors and illithids at the same time. Just clean him up and make sure we have another one on the way soon. And he's like, yep, yes sir. And coming into like sort of your range of darkness, you see the sort of Goth begin coming into your vision and floating off towards the north. And the other, well, you don't hear him walking, but the sort of silence covers the area of this large cavern.
So did Kosh get zapped?
Oh, Garopa got zapped, I believe.
Gotcha.
Absolutely not.
But I'm whispering
go.
that to my team.
Mm-hmm.
I think the leader is a mind flayer.
Oh, that's no good.
What's a mind flayer?
He's like a human, but he has tentacles for a mouth, and he like eats people's minds.
That's what it says in the tin.
Flayer.
It's very scary.
I mean,
I gotta tell you, they're scared of him too.
normally flaying means to skin someone, but
Metaphorically. Just
so it's self-explanatory if it's a metaphor.
you got it.
Well, so it seems like the presences have receded from this room.
As far as you guys can see, yes. But it's like it's a rather large area.
I'm gonna sneak up until I can look out get a view of all the parts of the cavern.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where the fucking tool is. There we go. Excuse me.
Well, that's just
my
stone.
Oh, yeah, see, my hands. Okay, you little fucker.
See-through stone now.
Hmm.
Excuse me, fuck.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can see the route they took. We should go after Kosh next, yes? Rather than their master, who would be a larger hurdle.
Right. We might.
I think that's fair enough.
I think that would be
We
wise.
can talk to him and see if he'll help us take down his master.
Or at the very least get information from him. One way or another.
We can always ask politely.
We can try that, sure.
Did I hear which direction the floating voice receded?
The big one went, like the last place you heard him was on the left side. And, Josh, went to the north. That's what you're asking.
Oh, Josh went to the north.
Yeah.
Okay. To the north it is.
So close side.
Sneakily.
Gurakpa died.
Why
Oh,
did you give
yeah.
him a name? It was about to die.
Didn't leave any of your skeletons behind to help Radleth?
He's holding up the end. He just doesn't realize how far ahead y'all are.
Oh dear.
Nah, he's fine. Sparks behind there with him.
That's true. Within 35 feet.
At least.
Yes.
So, who's taking the lead here?
We're gonna meet them back again, and they're gonna be best friends.
That'd be funny. Is Kalis taking point?
I'll go in the first half. I'm not really particular about which order.
Doesn't matter. Either way to me.
I can go first. I just kind of want to see
Okay.
what's going on up here.
I'll follow close behind.
So, as you guys make your way over towards the section, what are both of your passive perceptions again?
Shit.
15.
15?
Oh. Perception? 10.
10. So, as you two are sort of leading the sort of pathway forward amongst your group, you immediately, once you get maybe about 5 to 10 feet into the cave, you hear what sounds like hushed voices speaking out. Maybe a little less than a dozen or so. But strangely enough, they don't seem to be in the sort of like garbly, like Scatman-esque like language you've been hearing this majority of this time. It seems to be Dwarvish.
Wish. I don't.
Coming from up ahead.
I hurry.
Okay.
I'm not stopping until I see George.
Motion behind us. Dwarves.
Yeah, so these are not the most creative tokens for them, but it's the only one we have available. Oh no, everything's all fucked up. Fuck me. God damn it. So, as you make your way forward, sort of rushing into the area, the first thing you notice is, besides the group of what apparently seems to be Duragar, all sort of standing there really confused, almost sort of mouth agape as this large Dirator bursts through the entrance of the cave. It's like, huh? And you see them sort of loudly talking to each other, like sort of like yelling out to each other in Dwarvish. Jungim, you see, if you were at your fucking computer, you can move yourself so I know where you are, you little fucking shit.
You want to pick a fight?
You hear, you can hear these voices. It sounds like confused, like, who are you? What are you doing here? You're not with them. And Kalis, they're just sort of like all, what's it called? Sort of standing back, various like sort of makeshift weaponry, like sort of raised, sort of making the sort of line of defense, like pointed towards you. And it seems the beholder at the moment, or the goth, is not in the room. As sort of dotting the walls are these circular, large, maybe like some like 10-foot 5 to 10-foot radius circular holes, branching off and upwards into different directions of this cave.
Where have I seen that one before?
It's in a beholder lair.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not impeding any of you.
Who are you? And you see Krogoth run in as well. It's like, yeah, calm down. We're friendly in Dwarvish.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Duggan. Nice to meet you all.
So they just sort of yell, who are you?
By the way.
Who are you with?
Well, we are the WoW Company. We come here with the Bronze Flame. Showing them the symbol.
And they all just look at each other really, really fucking confused. How did you get in here? This is as he sort of like gestures towards like the roofs and walls. Who?
Well, we kind of just walked here. That's pretty easy. Except for the bridge. I guess the snow kind of sucked too. Oh yeah, have you seen a bone claw before?
And at this moment, you hear what's it called? Oh, girlie, please, let's go. We've come to see the city. It's like, we understand you're fine. What the fuck? This isn't the city you missed. And Korgeth's like, well, miss, oh, well, tell her that there's an extension on your contract, Ethan. Because he showed up late. But, it's like, they're just looking, what do you mean? Why are you coming to the city? Aren't you supposed to be... He just looks over towards you, Jungam, because you're the most glaringly obvious what the fuck point that they can like see that speaks Dwarvish. Why the fuck would you want to be here? Have you not seen the city?
Well, we're here actually to solve the issue with the decay in the forest below, and it just kind of led us here. Do you guys know anything about the decay?
You sort of... at this point, you hear this sort of like racking, sort of like cough noise coming from the tunnels, like up ahead. Like, ow, what are y'all yelling about down there? What's going on? You don't understand.
Oh, I have another question, by the way.
What?
You guys seen fire?
You're right there. What? Every time.
So which tunnel did the voice come down from?
Coming from like right here behind the doors, up and ahead of them. Like, well, if you're here to help, I suppose you could help us, but you'd have to talk to them first. And he sort of points upwards into the tunnel. I suppose. What the fuck? And you see they're all just confused at how this sort of ragtag group of people have found themselves this deep into a beholder lair, where like they thought they were safe. It's like they've been since Mind Flayers had they're this nasty bastard got a grips on the city that we've been holding out with them for a few weeks now. But I don't know how you're going to explain to them what the hell you're doing here. And at this point, you see this sort of set of eyeballs appear from the top section of like the tunnel. It's sort of peered down. Explain what? And as these sort of the whole entirety of the creature sort of makes its way out into like Revedia. Oh. And I feel like
Hello, I'm Jungam. I said it in deep.
Oh. Hello? Ski ba da ba da ba.
Oh, flashbacks to Wolf's Rain.
Are you intruders? You can't be here. Wait a minute. You're... Huh? Is it this like
We're here to help with the decay issue that you guys been having.
Did Xodly hire you? You didn't tell me you were getting interns.
We're freelancers.
Give me a persuasion check.
I love that none of the rest of us have any idea what's being said.
Nope.
This is 100% Jigun. I love it.
True.
I love it.
I got 12.
12? Oh, no, I gotta talk to the boss about this. Oh, God, I'm so fired. He's gonna disintegrate me. Oh, God. Oh, no. First gyro. Oh, no. Now I'm gonna...
Oh, calm down, buddy. It's alright. So tell me what's the big issue?
You're here! There's intruders. How did you get in here? Oh, no.
We just walked. It was very easy.
Don't tell him, please. Don't tell him that. I need to, fuck, stay here. And...
Wait, no.
Wait, what?
Don't leave us. Come on. Just tell us how we can help you, and we can just do it. And okay.
I
Let's
don't
think about
run
this
things
way.
here.
We can solve your issue before your block is back, and you can take all the credit.
I'm walking to the side of the room the beholder is on.
Got a dagger in my hand hidden. I'm ready in
That's
case.
a good idea, actually. No, but what if he finds out? But he won't find out. You see him sort of lost in a second. You see it's like a bit of drool become or fall from the right side of its mouth. No. I gotta talk to the boss for this. If you're who you say you are, sure, he's a reasonable guy. Maybe you'll get paid. Maybe you won't get disintegrated. That's all I can compromise for. But I can't. I'm gonna get so fired if he finds out you guys got in here. I could say I found you at the gate. I could say I brought you in. And then that means you didn't just walk in. And then that means I don't get fired. And then I can blame... How did you see him just lost? You should really talk to the boss. I'm getting very, very upset. I don't know how to handle this. This is above my pay grade. And I don't even get paid.
You don't get paid? That's not right.
I mean... I was created as a figment of his imagination, so I guess it's only natural I don't get paid.
No, he should give you an allowance. It sounds like you're his kid.
Well, kinda. That's besides the point.
We should talk to
He's
your
his brainchild.
dad boss, and we can figure this out.
That's a good idea. Dad will know what boss will know what to do.
The Father Lord.
Oh my god.
Oh god. You need to... Or he'll come here. No, I need to get... Okay,
I want to insight check him. He seems very confused.
go for it. He seems stupid, but he
14.
doesn't seem like a
Does he
liar.
seem like he's...
Go ahead. No,
I
he
was
just
really
seems
trying to figure out whether he's going to turn us in or not.
It seems that he's not fully sure whether he's going to or not, but but you also seem like you could be useful to make him look good. So he seems more inclined to use you than to turn you in.
If you don't believe me, just look at us. We're strong adventurers. Look at my friend over here. See, you probably didn't even see her over there, pointing over towards Taryn. I'm assuming we met our way halfway around the room.
And you see, like, his eyeballs all converge in that point. Oh, shit.
Yeah, we're very capable people.
She's invisible. I bet she could go in. She could sneak in. She could kill. I'll talk to the boss. Should I... I'll talk to the boss. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. He's gonna be happy about this. He's gonna be happy about this. and you see him sort of like, or like not raise, like sort of raise like one eyeball and just like sort of watch you guys. Stay right here, whatever you do, because if you come back and he thinks that I lied to him, he's gonna disintegrate me. And he sort of pops up into the hole above him. And while this may be a short game, I think that's a great point to stop this session.
Like, what just happened? There was a lot of gargling going on, and that's all that I got. And then you pointed at me.
Would Juggen have said anything to us about that
She was just talking in deep speech, as far as I'm concerned.
That's exactly what happened.
All right. Okay. So just
Bill, literally everyone.
we'll deal with the consequences of Jugum's actions next session, because boy, that's gonna be something.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully we'll be back here next week with a full party. We're gonna look into things, see what's up. But have a good one. Peace out. Oh my.